Joined here today in Brewster Park for this Lory Meagher Championship match by Ollie Bellew, the Antrim-born Cavan manager, but of course he's breathy blue all the way today.
Ollie, he'll be assisting me, Paddy Shane, and a Cavan man and a Fermanagh man. Joe, of course, is a Nervanstown man, and well, the jury's out on where I'm from, but anyway, Cavan will do. I'm just going to ask Joe now to go through the Fermanagh team. Take it away, Joe.
This is the Fermanagh starting lineup. In goals we have Mark Corey. Number 2, Dylan Bannon. Number 3, full back we have Andrew Breslin. Number 4 we have Rory Porteous. At number 5 we have Odin Russell. And number 6 is a tall Mark Slevin. Francis McBrain is number 7. And in the middle of the field, well, I know these names, only I hurled with their fathers. Conor McShea and Kieran Duffy. At number 10 there's Shane Corn. Number 11, another man I hurled with his father, John, and this is his son, Luca McCusker. Number 12 is John Duffy. Top of the left, number 13 is Tom Keenan. Sean Corrigan, who, and I hurled with his father too, I must be getting old, Cavan, and I watched this young man playing out in Canada, out in Vancouver, Sean Corrigan. And number 15 is Keelan Duffy.
Thank you very much, Joe. And just now, we will just ask our folks there. We had an interview earlier with the Fermanagh manager. If we could just give you his thoughts here now for the public viewers.
Joined here by Joe Baldwin, the Fermanagh manager. Joe, look, as I said to the Cavan manager before this, we've heard all the COVID stuff and how difficult it is, and all of the various connotations that it brings, and the difficulties, trials and tribulations. But for today's match, I'm sure you'll be looking at the positives and how to move forward. How has preparation gone for you with all of the difficulties?
Look, it's been life as we know it. It's been difficult throughout the whole country. To be honest, we're just glad to still be involved in GAA at this time of the year. Realistically, we should have been done and dusted in May. It has been difficult because we only have the one club here, and we've got a very small panel of players to pick from. So losing a few boys through injury and then using a few through COVID issues, it has upset us. But having said that, the boys that we have here today are all willing to give everything they have on a winter's day for Fermanagh hurling.
Well, in fairness, Joe, you're playing off the front foot. You had a tremendous victory last week, so we won't call it a heel against the head. But as you said, with a somewhat depleted panel, your other lads came out fighting and pulled off a great victory.
Last week was a great win, and I'd rather have the win today than be standing here really needing the win and hoping for something else in 2 weeks' time. Really, it's in our hands today. But having said that, the reality is in 2 hours' time, we could have one foot in the national final, or we could be gone from the championship. That's what we're facing into today. Such is the setup. With just the 3 teams remaining in the group. So, look, it's Championship Sunday. We're just going to go and give our best and see where it takes us.
Well, I know the weather is a bit difficult. There's rain and stuff like that, but from a man that came very close to the banks of Carlingford Lough and the Newry Canal, etc., I'm sure you've saw worse.
Well, my family are traditionally fishermen at home, so when the weather was on at home, we had to stop and listen. The weather was sacrament, but look, it is what it is. It's the same for both teams here today. It's just great to be in the pitch here in Brewster today. We got a wee run on Friday night training, and we're thankful for that. So we know where we're at in 2 hours' time.
Yeah, the pitch looks very well, and there's actually a nice coating of grass on it. I suppose, in fairness, the championship is over in Fermanagh for a while. In other words, the football and hurling competition, so the ground did get a chance to recover, but it is, I suppose, going to be slippy on the foot, and I suppose what you would call it, champagne hurling will be quite difficult given the conditions.
It's a day, like all coaches will tell you, this is a day for doing the simple things well. It's getting 2 hands in the hurl, looking after the ball, protecting the ball. I expect a very close game here today, and a lot of rocks on that field when the ball breaks down. Hands will be cold. It'll be very difficult to get the win clean ball here today in the air. So really, it's the physicality on the ground, and the pitch is in good shape. So I'm sure whatever we throw at that pitch today, I'll stand up to it.
Well, listen, Joe, it's time, I suppose, for you to get back and get your men revved up and ready to go. But we wish you the very best, and thank you very much for giving us this interview and affording us your time.
Good man, thank you.
Now we're straight back in now to the Cavan team, but just before the Cavan team, one late change that Joe wasn't aware of there. It's only come to our knowing there a couple of seconds ago. On the Fermanagh side, right half back Aaron Russell, he's been replaced by number 25 Barry McPhillips, so 25 for 5 on the Fermanagh team. Now the Cavan line out as follows. In goals is Darren Shorten, right full Caelan Kelly, on the square Dominic Crudden, and in the left corner Shane Briardy. Right half back Anthony Shorten, in the centre is Enda Shelby, and on the left side Matthew Hines. Mid of the park, wearing number 8 is Colm Shane, and he's partnered by Liam O'Cook wearing Iver and Knee. Right 3/4 Sean Keaton, on the 40 Fiacre Hughes, and left 3/4 is Diarmuid Carney. Top of the right is Jack Barry, on the square Brian Fitzgerald, and top of the left is Killian Shannon, brother of number 8 midfielder Colm. That's the Cavan lineup as we have it, and now we'll just go back now for the interview with the Cavan manager some minutes ago there, Ollie Bellew. Joined here today in Brewster Park for this Lory Meagher Championship match by Ollie Bellew, the Antrim born Cavan manager, but of course he's breathy blue all the way today. Ollie, we've heard all the talk about COVID and all of the pressures and all of the things, and it's been flogged, but today the first question I have for you is, how is your bill of health with regard to injuries and the like?
No, we're fine. You know, part of the preparation has been strange this year because it's to do with dealing with COVID as well. You know, we've had to work hard to keep that out of the camp, keep it out of the camp, and look after everyone and their families. So it's kind of strange. But as far as fitness and everything else goes, the boys are in great form, they're in good shape, and clean bill of health, and good to go.
I know it's a slightly different championship this year in so far as we don't have any UK teams participating, so it really probably puts more emphasis on every game. I mean, one loss is critical.
Yeah, but look, Fermanagh went out last week and got a great result, you know, and coming into the game today, even a win today doesn't matter to us because we still have to go next week and get a win. You know, if we were to win today, it'll all come down to the Louth game next week. So the reality of it is it's a really interesting championship, and it's not going to be done and dusted until next Sunday.
And it would appear from looking at your lineup today, your starting lineup, that you have a nice mix of youth and experience, with some of the younger lads coming to the fore now that they're into their early 20s.
Yeah, with 35 players in the panel, you know, we've been blessed that we've managed to keep COVID out of the camp, we've managed to keep everybody fit and well, and part of our preparation is we're having in-house games once a week just to get a look at everyone, and you know, a lot of young fellas really putting a hand up now, and we've got to give them their chance. They've been shown, the team picked today's picked on who has performed best in the challenge games and the in-house games, and you know, it's a nice balance, a lot of leaders on the field, but the young fellas are going strong too.
And with regard to conditions, I know it's wet, maybe the wind has died down a bit, but the pitch looks to be in splendid condition, but nonetheless I'm sure underfoot conditions and maybe ground hurling will be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rain's due in now in the next sort of 10-15 minutes, and it's just starting to hit at the minute. The warm-up pitch there is a bog, and the boys the two teams will be leggy enough coming off it alone. But we're out in the park there for a walk, and it's in good shape, and hopefully it'll hold up. But you know, it's going to be winter hurling here today. It's going to get heavier in the next sort of 10-15 minutes, and it'll be hard going for everybody.
Yeah, it may come down to a battle of attrition and who wants it most. So, look at, I suppose you have your homework done on Fermanagh. You're familiar. You've managed many teams, both club and county, in the province. So I'm sure there's not a hurler that you don't know in the province.
Yeah, I mean, we've our homework done. We've looked at them, and we've seen them already in the National League this year in a cracking game between two.
Welcome back here. As I said, now we're just about to get things underway here. The man in the middle, of course, today is Turlough Conway. He's a Scunday Dura. So as we are now, it will be Fermanagh will play from right to left as we look out from the stand side of the pitch. So obviously that will be the way that they have decided. I don't know who won the toss. So referee is just checking around. Joe, I want to ask you to call this game. How do you see it?
Well, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Cavan have 3 Coola players playing, and a bad Coola player from Dublin would be a good one, so time will tell. There's the first point, looks like, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look wide to me, that's the first point.
Sean Keaton taps it over, good stroke. All came from winning the ball at the second time of asking from Liam O'Cook. Got a good shoulder but was able to hold possession, played it down the right flank. Keaton gets it, Keaton strikes it, and high and straight and over the bar. And now we wait on Mark Curry. He has the go ahead now to take the puck out. Mark on his own parallelogram comes out the left side of the field. They're up under it, Keaton's under it, so too his left half back goes through all, but it's well gathered there. Well gathered by the corner forward. The corner forward is fouled. That man was Caelan Duffy. It's going to be a free to Fermanagh, probably a little outside the range, but it's taken quickly there by the 40 yards man Luca McCusker. McCusker getting her inside. Foot race is on there. Good work inside there by Tom Keenan, also there by the Cavan full back, and now it looks as if it's going to be Shane Briarty. Shane Briarty feeds it through the hand, and it comes to the Cavan centre back. He does well there. Enda Shelby sending her down the field. Down the field it comes, not able to get over there as Fiacre Hughes, but making progress there now is Sean Keaton, the point scorer. Keaton has a man overlapping, but he goes inside into the forward line. It's probably going to go very close to being dropping over the line and wide, but instead it's taken on the bounce and in by Brian Fitzgerald. He goes for goal from a tight angle, but Fitzgerald is well blocked by the goalkeeper. And now it's inside towards Killian Shannon, or Killian Shannon has it, loses it, back inside there. Now it's back to Killian. He's on the left-sided hurler, sends it high, sends it straight and sends it over the bar. Shannon has his first score and Cavan second. That was a good score, Joe.
Oh, brilliant score. And the full forward there, Brian Fitzgerald, there nearly had a goal. Good save by the Fermanagh keeper. Cavan looking sharp.
Looking sharp in the early going. 2 points, plays no score, 2 and change on the clock. Ball out right side of the field. Up across everybody comes, drops about 60 yards out from the Cavan goal. Again, the centre half back, Enniskillen, the man originally down from Mudgebawn country. Of course, plays his hurling with Curtil. In it goes in there, but that's good defending there by Dylan Bannon. Dylan Bannon getting it back up the field, but only as far as the left half back for the Cavan men. Hines has it, the Virginia-based teacher. Goes through the hand, gets it now to Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon feeding it back inside. And now it comes to Liam O'Cook, but across his head comes the hand pass, and it's going to be Rory Porteous. He getting it back up the flank to his corner forward, Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy has it. He's tackled by Keating, and it's going to be a foul over. He leaned in. That would be a strange decision, shall we just say, but the Derry referee would have felt that that the player leant in looking for the free, Joe. And
I think he's been down here before. He could have given the free in.
Struck down there by Anthony Shorten as Liam O'Cook gets some attention there for a knock received earlier. Ball in there, but it's unable to be gathered there by Jack Barry. Jack, of course, the Eastern Gales man, all the way East Cavan Gales, but it's inside towards Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon has it. Killian Shannon is dispossessed. A lot of ground hurling going in there, difficult conditions, still inside. Now it's going to be Killian Shannon. He's throwing it back out to his brother Colm. Colm has it, trying to dance around defenders. Over carrying. Good decision there by the referee. Colm was trying to make a gap, but there was no gap, and in doing so took too many steps. Free will be taken out by the full back, Andrew Breslin. Andrew Breslin bends, lifts and strikes, sends her out right side of the field. Nice height of a ball for a forward to gather. It's inside towards the man on top of the right, Tom Keenan. Keenan has it, turns inside the cornerback. Still Keenan has it on the stick. Still Keenan, good run by Keenan. He's over, double tap on the stick. It's going to be a free coming back out, I think. That's what the decision is. It's hard to know which way he's pointing out there, Joe.
I don't know. He's like a signalman at the minute.
Chopping down.
He must.
Yeah, that's probably the right decision.
Yeah, the way he coming had it. Okay, yeah.
It's going to be taken by the full forward, Sean Corrigan. This will be, one would imagine, quite easy for the man who prefers to strike off his left side. Corrigan has it just on the very beginning of the D there, the half moon, we'll call it. He's about 23 metres out. Hits it quite high, but he'll be happy with the result. It's over the bar.
Oh, he's a good cub, that young Corrigan cub, you know. He's a good one. He comes from good stock.
Yeah, an ounce of breeding, worth a ton of feeding.
Now you're talking.
Darren Sheridan gets the go-ahead. Sheridan strikes her down left side, but straight to a Fermanagh player. And it's the centre forward for Fermanagh, the man that has it, Luca McCusker. He had fed it inside, but the ball is said to be thrown. Luca throwing it in, but the corner forward there is protesting his innocence, saying that he didn't throw the ball. The referee, of course, will always be the winner. Whistle tells the tale, but that was maybe a wayward puck out by Darren Sheridan there in the Cavan goal, but he'll be happy how it's ended up. He's now getting an opportunity there. The man, of course, that was committed the foul, if you want to call it a personal foul, a foul on the ball, was Tom Keenan. Sheridan bends now, lifts and strikes. Down the left side, down towards Killian Shannon country. He's been shadowed in there by the number 9, Kieran Duffy. Duffy is into Mark Shannon. Duffy meets a wall. Shannon meets the wall there, unable to get it. Eventually gets it away. His brother Colm in trying to gather it. Advances back to Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon inside, back out to Fairclough Hughes. Hughes unable to gather, but Shannon has it. Colm, that is. He would be the older of the two brothers. Back to the centre back. Centre back has an opportunity now. Goes from distance. Sends her long, sends her high, and sends her straight. That's the best score of the game so far, Joe.
Oh, without a doubt, that was well worked by Cavan. Fermanagh are a bit nervous of themselves. They need to settle, you know. They need to believe, you know.
Yeah, that was a good score. Shannon threw it back to Colm. Threw it back to a centre back, Enniskillen. And Enniskillen took a score well.
Tremendous score.
Here comes Mark Curry with the puck out. He's coming out stand side of the field. That's where his puck outs pretty much have all landed thus far. inside there was the right half back for Cavan. Can't really see Anthony Sheridan, but it's well won then by Caelan Duffy. Duffy has it. Duffy gets it to his 25, Barry McPhillips. McPhillips inside towards Corrigan. Corrigan unable to gather it, but back in is Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon feeds it through the hand. Through the hand it comes again to Fiacre Hughes. Fiacre Hughes unable to get it at the first time of asking, but does it the second. He has it still as Hughes. And through the hand he goes across the wing, but it was a touch in there. It's going to be a free. It looks as if it's going to be a free for maybe a late just chop in on the side of Fiacre Hughes, although he maybe the referee was given advantage there, Joe.
I was given a bit of an advantage, but no advantage came there, so the right decision was to pull it back. And we have the cooler man here, full forward, Brian Fitzgerald here, going to take this. I'll be interested to see what way this lad pucks this ball, you know.
Yeah, Fitzy is an accomplished free taker as a rule. Of course, we might give him the commentator's course. But in the early going, you would have to say that Cavan have been a little bit sharper, and it seems to be that we have almost 7 minutes on the clock, a little bit sharper in the early going, Joe, it's fair to say.
Oh, indeed they are. Here, this lad's about to hit this ball now.
Fitzgerald sends her high, and he sends her straight. He converts. Fitzgerald has his first and Cavan's fourth.
You wouldn't need to be, Fermanagh wouldn't need to be giving away too many frees away today now with that lad. He's a good one.
I think Mark Curry is inside there. Is wondering, is he attention that he needs?
He seems to be. He seems to. Oh, he's hurt now. He's hurt himself there.
He's gone to the right ankle. The boot seems to be coming off as the physio makes his way in. Not quite sure what happened there because it was a free. It wasn't the case that he was involved in open play. Perhaps he stretched or pulled a quad muscle or something like that. Hard to know. The water has been. Our boys are getting towels out on the field to dry hurls. The rain has eased off a little bit. As I say, underfoot conditions still don't look too bad. It doesn't look as if the field is cutting up or stuff like that. But of course, Brewster Park is one of the premier fields in the province, and it looks remarkably well given that we are in the first day of November.
Yeah, I've never seen it looking as well, quite honestly, for this time of year. It's absolutely brilliant.
I believe today might be the anniversary of the death of a very famous Irish man by the name of Kevin Barry. Ball out, ball up, ball breaks. The ball breaks kindly, and the man that has it is the 15, and that's Caelan Duffy. He's been probably Fermanagh's best operator so far now. For the first time, Conor McShea has it. Still has it, going in, and he blasts her over the bar. That's a good score for Conor.
Tasty,
there was no
tasty.
mess, and he took the direct line there. Shortest distance between a straight line.
Oh, come here.
2 points a straight
direct
line.
route. When you get her, no point in solar her 30 yards, drive her over the bar.
No, but Duffy has been doing well. He's been instrumental there. Anything positive that has come from Fermanagh thus far. We're only 8 minutes and change on the game. Ball out mid of the field, dropping in high. Hughes is first to get to the breaking ball, has it, bends, lifts, and he's been shadowed there by his centre back opposite number Mark Slevin. Ball is won by the Fermanagh man, and he goes downfield. Up it goes, going for the breaking ball is the Fermanagh corner forward. He looks to be the man in possession. He's dispossessed. Reap gets possession, does well inside, and he does a nice little ball, slips a nice ball in, but well won by a Cavan defender. Now it's going to be Shalvey who goes in. Shalvey tries to win it. Shalvey has it. Shalvey loses it, but Shalvey keeps coming. Shalvey pulls on it. It's still won there by McShea. McShea has it again. Still McShea rides the challenge, pleads it across to Phillips. He has the advantage. It's going to be an opportunity now, free in for Conor McShea, but that was good work and good hustling there by the Fermanagh guys. Fermanagh, or Cavan rather, look to have the control of the situation, but good hustling by the Fermanagh hurlers, and especially Conor McShea, and now it's going to be an opportunity for Corrigan to narrow the gap to 1 point.
Well, Paddy, Fermanagh have settled, I can tell you that. The game is on, lads, 4 points to 2. They have settled at last.
Almost 10 minutes on the clock. Corrigan studies himself. He's just Elar na Parka as he will take this. And it has gone in, and it's just gone to the left and gone wide. That's actually the first wide of the game for either sides, and that's not a bad sign with just 10 minutes on the clock. Darren Sheridan prepares to take the puck out, taking a look at his options. He's going with the short sharp when he goes out to his half back, unable to get it at the first time. Did get it, and Matthew Hines has it. Hines gets it into Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly goes far side of the field, diagonal ball. In it goes inside there to right half back Anthony Sheridan. Ball breaking in towards Fiacre Hughes. Hughes has it. Still Hughes. He's going, trying to clip it in towards Liam O'Cook. Liam O'Cook has it. Still Liam O'Cook. looking for a score, but well blocked down inside there. That was good defending, and it's going to be back outside there now by Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon kicks it in, or strikes it to the left and wide. But that was a good block down, and the block down, I do believe, was by the number 9, although he's playing cornerback, Kieran Duffy.
Yeah, good block down by Kieran Duffy.
Curry in the nets, ready. Edge of a small parallelogram. He goes out right side. This is the first variation. Ball broken down by Shalvey, but it's only going to come to McShea. McShea is uses the body well, but so too does, I think it's Enda Shalvey that's in there with him. Now it's coming to Faker Hughes, but inside ball still bobbling around, but eventually it comes there to the Fermanagh man, the full forward Corrigan. Corrigan playing very far out the field. In it comes. Caelan Duffy is there. Caelan Duffy breaking it down to Matthew Hines. Hines is there, but he has his half-back, his fellow half-back Anthony Shorten, who plays it inside to Caelan Kelly. Kelly inside it comes again in towards Cook, but Cook is dispossessed by Barry McPhillips. Barry McPhillips has it. Barry McPhillips looked for his free, but he gives it to Keaton. Keaton back outside, and it's going to be one inside there now, but it's not struck with the intensity that he would have liked there by the left half back Matthew Hines, but it's going to be chopped down there. Is the number 12 for Cavan, Jeremy Carney. Carney is first time on the ball, wins the free. An opportunity now for Fitzgerald from the right side down right on the underneath. But Joe, that was a little bit, I suppose, messy, you'd call that hurling.
It's messy, alright, you know. The lad, the Cavan man was falling down, you know. What you have to do in the case like that is kind of stay off him a little bit, let him fall, rob him off the ball.
Correct.
But it's easier said than done.
Exactly. It's, of course, when you're sitting up here in a nice warm atmosphere and a good cameraman and all them boys here doing their jobs very, very well. As Fitzgerald takes a look, he's trying to go through the process, I suppose is what the modern terminology is now. Sends her in, sends her high, and he converts. So it's back now to a 3-point game, 5 plays 2. Fitzgerald converts his second free. That was a good score, Joe.
Oh, no, he's a good now. He could grace any field, that lad, you know. Very good. I like his style.
Mark Curry comes out, stand side of the field this occasion. Up they go. Anthony Shorten is up, ball breaking, comes off the hand of Caelan Kelly, and it's eventually well won inside there by the right half forward, but he's unable. That time it was Shea Curran unable to keep that one in play, and it will be a line ball, and the line ball will be to the Breffni Blues, and the taker will be the right half back Anthony Shorten. Not a good one, but it does have the desired effect. Desired effect comes to Sean Keaton. Now this one will be round the middle of the field, but close to the stand side. Keaton going to be taking her, and of course the linesman is going to point out the right spot.
He is, yeah, he's pointing it. This lad's out again now. He's about 80 out, I'd say. Maybe 85 when you look at the angle. Let's see what he's made of this time.
Now you have her, Joe. He's 2 for 2. He's going for the hat trick. She's on her way. I'd say it's going to drop into the left, is it? Ball drops in around the square. Square ball, says the referee. It's going to be a free out. Curry will have the chance now to lift the siege on the Fermanagh goal, and that's exactly what he was going to do. That line ball won as a result, or a free kick. I'm getting me two sports. It was a free there to Sean Keaton, and was watching football all day yesterday, so it's going to take me a while to loosen out. Now it's the left half back from Fermanagh. That man is Francis McBride. McBride had it, McBride fed it, McBride is robbed. It comes to Shalvey. Shalvey feeds it, and it's gone to his left half forward. The Cavan man is up, and he sends her inside. Was Carney inside now, and it's come to Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon is in, but he's well hooked. He has it back, he loses it again, he still has it back. Killian Shannon was lining up for goal there, and now it's going to be Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has it, he's going to be trying to get it over carrying. A little bit there now. It's going to free is taken quickly. The referee says no, not happy with that. The free out was coming out from Fermanagh. Fitzgerald is putting the hands out, pleading his innocence there that he didn't overcarry it. But Killian Shannon was lining up for a crack at goal there. It was good hook. I think it was the full back actually, Breslin, that hooked him because he was in a dangerous position.
Oh, he was in a very dangerous position there. The guys had to get round him there and make sure that he couldn't strike the ball properly.
Now it's that man, Andrew Breslin, once more. He would take the free. He is between the 13 and 20 metre lines as he sends her out the field. He goes out right of centre, in around the 45 metre line. Ball breaking off the hurl of the full back, but he wins his own rebound as Dominic Crudden. Crudden has it. Crudden out to Carney. Carney down the left side, being shadowed there by McShea. Chopping in, I think. So it's going to be a free in to Cavan, and once again it will be similar to the last free, but just on the very opposite side of the free. Distance wise, we're looking at the 82-83 metres, so I'm sure, Joe, you'll be saying, well, that's another difficult one.
It's another difficult one. He wasn't far away the last time. Sometimes these can be worse if he's taking a 21-yard free, because if he drops her into the square and the Cavan man connects with it, you could see a goal coming out of it. But this guy now, he could strike a ball.
So Fitzgerald just in front of the Prunty sign on the far side of the field. Another Prunty pitch. Of course, the Prunty family, synonymous with Fermanagh and synonymous with grass-based all-weather fields, best in the business, or up there with the best in the business. Up there they go, ball in, Killian Shannon gets to it, knocks it out towards Fiachra Hughes. Hughes has it, shot, rounds his man, sends it in round the square, but no, is he looking? No, he was looking for a 65 there, but no 65. Cavan register their second wide. Probably should have tried to feed that one back across the square, I would imagine, Joe.
Well, they should have fed it across the square, fed it out to somebody in the 21 that was in a better position.
Curry prepares to take the puck out. On the clock, we have almost 17 minutes. All of them's up, and one would expect it one up. I hear some of the people calling two Cavan players collide, but the ball is still bobbling about there. Full back is there, his ball is between the legs. I would imagine that's going to be a free to the Fermanagh man. I'm not sure, but I would have thought that maybe Dominic Crudden had committed the infringement, but no, it's going to be thrown in, and the ball comes in again. Once again, it's round there as they go for it. Trying to get it up there is Anthony Shorten, I think. Is it Anthony Shorten? No, Colin Shannon actually. Colin trying to get it into the brother, and the brother Killian has it. Still Killian. What is it? Going to be a free in to Killian, but the advantage wasn't played, although he did convert. So Fitzgerald will have an opportunity. He was getting the push in the back from Dylan Ballin. Dylan Ballin and Killian Shannon having a right old battle down there.
Oh, indeed they are. Indeed they are. The Fermanagh backs, in fairness, now they're trying their best there. They're holding them well enough. Like, but when you give away frees, it's difficult.
I know, Joe, to our left here, there's a gentleman to our left who's representing another media base, but I note that he's been very remarkable today and that he's been able to buy tea or coffee in ones. Needless to say, he's not a Cavan nor a Fermanagh man, but
I thought he was a Cavan man.
No.
Where's he from?
He's from just on the edges of a town called Uav, which we others would know as Navan.
Oh, sure, it's the same thing. County Meath.
Sent over the bar, converted.
Oh, the Meath boys aren't too bad.
Yeah, he's a good lad, but he just forgot we were here.
This is it.
Mark Curry once again as we come to the water break. I'll tell you, Joe, what I decided to do today was to see who was Lory Meagher. Lory Meagher, for those that are listening to us, he was a Kilkenny man, and his name was Lorenzo Meagher, shortened to Lory. He was on the team of the century in 1984, and then he was on the team of the millennium. He won 5 county championships with Tullaroan. He won 3 All-Ireland medals with Kilkenny. And his career, he was born in 1899, died in 1973, I believe, and his career would have spanned, of course, a very troubled time in our history between, War of Independence, Civil War and all that, so there was a time when he didn't even get to hurl. So, definitely a man that was a champion of the club man and the county man, and also won a number of railway cups. So at least now we have a little bit better indication of who Lory Meagher was.
Well, he wasn't a bad one. And you mentioned there that Kevin Barry, his birthday was today, and I think that's the centenary. But there's another good man, and he was the best hurler ever. Put shoe leather in his feet, and that was Christy Ring. Christy would have been 100 last Friday.
Correct and right.
And he died in 1979. He was 58, and I had the pleasure of seeing him hurling in 1974 in the Gaelic grounds in Limerick when I won a Fill in the Gale for St Michael's Enniskillen here. And Christy was playing. It was just an exhibition game. It was absolutely brilliant to see him. First and only time I've seen him. A fella from Cloyne in County Cork.
Absolutely. I think his grandnephew, the Cusick, the former Cork goalkeeper.
That's right.
Donal Logue.
Yeah, Donal Logue. I seen him on there last night. He was saying that this game's about to start here.
We're about to start now. We're just on the 20-minute mark. Right side of the field, Mark Curry's choice system. Through the hand of the right three-quarter is Shea Kern, and it's going to come down for the Matthew Hines. Hines has it in, feeds it inside, and its ball is sent inside by Carney, inside to Killian Shannon. But this time, good work is done, but Shannon does well, trying to get his way inside there. They're all inside there. All there is this other corner forward there trying to help him out, Jack Barry. But eventually Fermanagh do well. Breslin feeds it back outside to that man Conor McShay. McShay getting it up towards Shea Curran. Curran has it. He goes far side and sends it across, but just a little bit too high, and it comes inside to Liam O'Cook. Liam O'Cook trying to feed it in towards Shane, but again, Bannon is out. Bannon, lovely flick up there to his full back. Lost it now. This time he's trying to get it back, and again, it's Bannon again. Playing very well back in there. He gets the little tug back, wins his free out. A wayward pass there from Fermanagh put them under unnecessary pressure. 6 plays 2. Cavan with a couple of half chances, a couple of sniffs at goals there, not taking them.
They could have had one there now handy, but Fermanagh cleared their lanes.
Out comes the full back for Cavan. Crudden has it, feeds it to Cook. Cook goes far side of the field. He gets it over now to Kearney. Kearney taking a look. He's heading for open ground. The gap is opening up. Is he going to have a pop from distance? In fact, he is. He's going to send her high. He's going to send her straight, and Kearney has a good
great
score.
Point. That's a great score now for Cavan. Great score.
It is, and it opens a 5-point gap. And as I said, we are about the 22nd minute of the game. But certainly when Kearney got that, he didn't expect the field to open up for him. But everybody kind of headed to mark their own players, and he saw the gap, went for it, and converted.
Yeah, Fermanagh need to tighten up the middle of the field. They need to start marking these players. There's Cavan just walking through them at the minute.
Now it's Mark Curry coming out, stand side of the field with his puck out. Out they come, up for it is Anthony Shorten, breaks of his hand and comes to McShay. McShay has it, McShay hopped it, but he lost it, and it comes to Keaton. Keaton had it, but Keaton was pushed from behind, wins the free. Really, as you said about an earlier free, there was no need for that. He was under pressure, he was already down, had lost possession. There was no need to commit the foul.
If the Cavan man's down, all you have to worry about is the sliotar. Keep your eye on the sliotar. That's the only thing you have to worry about. Just aim for it, but they're give away the free. I suppose young lads, but they'll learn.
Absolutely, and Fitzgerald again now with a chance to convert. He is.
This is better distance for him now.
He's 3 for 5.
He'll either put it over or he'll just drop it in the square.
The green helmet, blue shirted Fitzgerald. Bends, lifts, strikes. Going to drop in around the square. Pulled on inside there, and it goes out to the left and wide. It did get the touch, Joe. She could have went anywhere.
That could have went anywhere.
Mark Curry again, taking a look at his options, waiting on everyone to get outside the 20-metre line. Referee gives him the signal, of course, with the whistle. We'll just check in now with Michael Brennan to my left, who'll be giving us the score now in Park Sean McDermott. But well won inside there by at the left half, John Duffy. John Duffy sent her in, but back inside to cover is Enda Shalvey. Enda Shalvey, of course, who has a good score, sends it out to Liam Cook. Liam Cook is there. Liam Cook trying to go down the wing, down to his half back. He does so to Anthony Shorten, and Anthony Shorten to Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly had it. Caelan Kelly loses it, and now it's back inside as the ball is sent back in by Shea Curran, and across the head there now, and it's an opportunity here for Fermanagh. And that is a good score from Fermanagh. And it's a score
that's a tasty
head.
score. That's a tasty score.
And that came from over-elaboration by Cavan. Cavan's fault all the way. The defence there as Caelan Duffy converts, but there was no need for that one. I was just trying to, as I say, give you the score in that game. 2-8 to 8 in favour of Mayo. 11 minutes into the second half, I believe it is. Up they go. Ball breaking off Keaton. Inside now, it's intelligent feedback there, flicked up by Sheridan into Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon has it. Colm Shannon grabs it. No, he didn't gather it.
He was unlucky there now.
Yes,
unlucky.
I do believe she didn't touch the carpet, but to be fair to the referee, you couldn't really tell. The linesman, he's pleading with the linesman, but the linesman is not the man who can make that call. The referee made the decision, and it's John Duffy who will take the free. It's in the middle of the field.
I do feel that Fermanagh need to keep their forwards in there. That last score there from young Duffy, there was 3 round him on his own. They need to keep in there.
Duffy sends her in, John. I don't know if he's related to Caelan, but he sends her in, and he sends her just to the right and wide.
Wasn't far away.
It wasn't far away. It was a great attempt. Unusual style. He puts his planted foot a little bit forward as he takes it, but I think that gives him more leverage as Darren Shorten hits the puck out down right side of centre. Well fought there won by Duffy. Put the paw up and grabbed her and give an intelligent ball inside. Corrigan is the man on it. Corrigan has an opportunity. Corrigan sends her high. And that's 2 wides in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, and if they'd have got that, there'd have been only a couple of points in it.
Absolutely.
The lads need to steady themselves, but they still need a full. The full forward should be staying in the square and drive that ball into them. You know, they're staying too far out. Darren
Shorten going far side of the field. He finds his man there. That's a good, well struck puck out, and he finds him first time as Carney, I believe it was, that sent it downfield. No, it wasn't. It was Matthew Hines. Inside now, Cavan on the attack, in possession. Shannon gets it outside. Killian, that is. Outside it comes to Keaton. Keaton off his left side. Keaton's going to leave it out to the left and wide. So a couple of wides there registered by both counties. Cavan lead the wide count 4-3 by my count as Curry sends it outfield. Ball broken down by Liam O'Cook. Liam O'Cook giving it inside to Carney. Carney through the hand to Fiacre Hughes. Fiacre Hughes sends her high, sends her straight, and Fiacre Hughes converts. Hughes, good score.
Oh, that was a great score. I'd safely say he's probably the smallest lad in the field, but I'll tell you one thing, he's a heart like a lion the way he put that over.
Yeah, he's busy as a bee there.
He's busy boy.
Yeah, busy man, busy on the 40 yards man, just what you want. A little bit creative there too, and normally he's very, very unselfish. That time the opportunity was there and he took it, but as a rule, they're going downside as the hand was being held up there. Referee is going to the book. The top of the dugout kind of shielded us there as number 12 has been spoken to John Duffy, but I think the man that's down is it Matthew Hines or is it Anthony Sheridan?
We just can't see right. He's right here. It's number 5, is it? Anthony Sheridan, I think. He must have got a wee touch.
Didn't now see it as Brian Fitzgerald is the man going out to take it. We have 26 and change on the clock. Of course, we have the water break in the middle of all that also.
Yeah. He'll be alright, strong cub.
He's up and at it again.
Here's the cooler man again.
The cooler man found love, I think, in the Breffni county. The other two chaps, well, they're here by extension of the family, indeed, down my own bloodline. Goes the short time this time, goes to Cook.
Yeah.
Cook on the left side, he's trying to find inside to Hughes, but Hughes this time is unable to get it, but it's going to come to Carney off the stick of the fullback Breslin. Carney unable to get it under control, and the man that does is McCusker. He goes downfield and Corrigan does well. This could be promising now for Fermanagh. Shea Curran on it, Shea Curran inside. Corrigan has it. Corrigan being shadowed by Hines. Corrigan sending her in, and it's a good score.
Good
Corrigan.
score. He's a good act, that Corrigan lad now. You know.
Yeah, again, that was a ball that Cavan had control of, and it was good work back in the back there by Breslin, and good work by Curran. Shea Curran did well as Darren Sheridan comes down left side over the terrace side of the field. Carney's under it. Carney puts the claw up, unable to get it, does it the second time. He's close to the line, loses possession, and it's going to be once again McCusker through the hand, and Liam O'Cook will be there to win it first despite Corrigan's attention. Now it's Matthew Hines across the way. He's going to give it inside to the cornerback for Cavan, Shane Brierty loses it, and it's going to be Corrigan with another opportunity. Cavan being a little bit ponderous with it, ball in. A good play there, but Colm Shannon back there to cover his fellow number 8, McShay. Far side of the field, that's a good ball.
Yeah, good play from Cavan.
Yeah, spread it. Down the field it comes, then towards Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald unable to get it, gets a little bit of a nudge. That was a little bit harsh, I would have thought, but it was good ball down, a good crisp ball. Sometimes you see, in both codes, maybe these kind of half attempts at a pass, but that one was meant to be a pass. It was hit crisp, it suited the forward, he got a nudge, but I would have to say, Joe, there wasn't much in that.
There wasn't much in it, but come here, the referee takes a look at it, Fermanagh tight behind him, it takes the slightest of nudges to get the free. Big full forward went down on his knees, he's got it free, it's very scoreable.
Right side of the field, as we look in from the stand side, he's about 4 or 5 metres in, he's about 31, 32 metres out. Goes through the process, sends her in, sends her high, and converts. So we're back now to a 9-4, so it's a 5-point difference. Torlock Conway is blowing the whistle, giving Mark Curry the signal to fire away. That's exactly what he does. Goes out the terrace side of the field, up and under. Hines is there, so too is McCusker. McCusker did very well to keep that in play. Back in coming this time is Colm Shannon. Colm has it still, Colm. He is over-carrying.
Yeah, he over-carried, yeah.
It's going to be a free in. I would imagine that this will be converted by Corrigan. Sean Corrigan has two, one from play, one for a free. I would imagine this will be an opportunity for him here. Colm Shannon again, maybe that was a little bit quick to blow the whistle, but anyway, look at it, maybe that's the two frees leveling each other up.
Well, I'm sure Fermanagh will take all they can get at this minute, but it was a wee bit all right,
Corrigan lining her up. He, like Brian Fitz, goes through his process. This should suit him from his side. An accomplished hurler is Sean Corrigan.
Yeah.
Goes for the flag, converted.
Yep. There's 4 in it.
Back to a 4-point game. Darren Shorten taking a look at his maybe will he go short, will he not? He is Caelan Kelly. No, he's saying, I'm going for distance. Down the field they go. Ball breaks mid of the field. Kelly and Shannon unable to get it under control. The man that does get it is Rory Porteous. It's not exactly, I would say, a Fermanagh name as he goes up the field he goes, but the ball comes off the hand of the Cavan defender there. It's going to be
It's
a
a
line
Fermanagh
ball
okay.
to Cavan. But Cavan, it's a ball that really should have cleared. The full back felt that it was coming off a Fermanagh player, linesman, and no hesitation says it's a Fermanagh ball, and it will be, I think it's Shea Curran who's going to be the taker. So a sideline cut. Locked down.
Oh.
Shoulder into the centre there. In fairness, he's probably going to go to the book, but I mean, it's Anthony, that man, Anthony Sheridan. He's been in the wars. That's a couple of shots he's taken. Two men have got the book. But it was a free.
He'll sleep well tonight. Oh, it was definitely a free. You know, he just caught him awkward. You know, just shoulder to the chest.
Shoulder to the chest.
That's a yellow card. Nothing too bad.
Nothing too bad, but yeah, Anthony Sheridan.
I suppose Anthony Sheridan would say different.
Well, look at he's a Mullahorn man, and when you come from that part of the world,
you couldn't be bad.
You can't say you're hurt. If you went home, you'd be put out of the house. Darren Sheridan, the goalkeeper, will be out to take the free. It came from a line ball taken by Shea that I'm sure he wasn't happy with it. It didn't get any air underneath it. So Sheridan taking a look at his options. He's going to go kind of down around the 40 yards man. Hughesy's up. Hughesy breaks her, but it's going to break kindly for Fermanagh. Fermanagh on the attack. Now it's going to come for Curran, the man who was just booked. Shea has it. Shea turning around, giving a nice ball to his corner forward, Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy sending a high ball in. Yeah. That was a good bit of field in there. One would have to say maybe the best field. Bit of field so far was well done. I think it was Enda Shalvey was the man who caught it.
Yeah, I just noticed there as well that when that ball went in, there was 2 Fermanagh men and 4 Cavan men. If Fermanagh are going to succeed here, they need to keep their forwards in.
Absolutely. Don't understand it. Maybe, I don't know, is it sweeping? Or maybe afraid of Fitzgerald and sideline cut is going to be taken here. Down the field it comes, but only as far as the man who made that bit of fielding actually was Crudden, but now it's that man, Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy sends a nice ball in. This could be danger. Danger inside here now is Keenan. Keenan is on it. Keenan is on it.
Oh.
Inside there is Colm Shannon. I think it's Colm Shannon, the man who has it. Still has it is Colm Shannon. That was good play by Colm Shannon. It was important that the hook came.
Yeah,
he gets it out to his brother now who's come out the field, but he is being followed by Bannon. Killian Shannon still has it. Rounds Bannon. Still Killian Shannon has it on the stick. Taking a look at the options now is Killian Shannon rather. He goes left side, sends her in high. Comes off the post. It's going to be a 65. Goalkeeper had to do that really.
Oh, he had to do that. He was under pressure, but that was a great ball and a great piece of skill from that young cool man again.
Yeah, Killian Shannon did
Killian
well, but
Shannon,
his brother did very well at the other side.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
no, they're good.
Because there was an opportunity there. In fairness, once again, Dominic Crudden, though, he kept his body big when Keenan was coming through, and he didn't foul him. He kept the chest out straight, face to play. But the chance was there to pull the trigger, and Shannon was in to hook. Got the ball out to his brother, as I said, who came playing more of a half-forward position and made a good run, hit it in. It just slipped off the post, and Curry done the sensible thing by sending her out across his end line, and an opportunity now for Fitzgerald. 9 plays 5 on the clock. We have 34 minutes. We have no indication yet from a linesman as what will be added on. Fitzgerald sends her in, and Fitzgerald converts to 65.
Yeah, you can set your clock by him.
So now we're at a 5-point game once again, and Mark Curry is the man again waiting on the referee's instruction to proceed. Into the last minute of regulation. Ball breaking down. Inside it's coming down now to Matthew Hines. Hines gets it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is there. Fitzgerald feeding it downfield, but it was well cut out there by the Fermanagh lads. And it's now McShea. McShea getting up to the 40 yards man, McCusker. McCusker there now. Had it, but Hughes is in there again. The Tiger is wee man, as you said, the smallest man on the field, but
he's a good
inside. Conor McShea is in there. Conor McShea is fouled.
A wee bit eager there. Oh, take your time, young Duffy.
Duffy sending her inside. No, I think the referee wanted to be retaken. He wasn't ready. Or did his linesman want to talk to him? No. Fermanagh now are introducing
Adrian McShea.
Adrian McShea is coming in, and he's going to replace Shea Curran.
Yeah. I must say it's a very enjoyable game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the man who would take this free is John Duffy. Substitution to Liam Owen Cook has been replaced. It's unusual just to replacing guys right on the cusp of half time, but Liam Owen picked up a knock early on. Going in for him is number 19 on the Cavan team is Mark Moffat. So once again, this is well within the range of the left three-quarter John Duffy. Ball goes in, and the ball drops all the way through the hand of the cornerback, Caelan Kelly, I think, and drops just harmlessly wide. Fermanagh really should be trying to get a stick on that. Should,
Come here, they're not, a ball comes in like that, you have a forward at each post and one boy standing in the middle, Don't let a ball go wide.
We have 1 minute of the proposed 2 minutes. Of course, the referee's discretion. If he wants to add more, add it on. That man Hughes breaks it down, but once again, it's McShea. McShea is underneath that one, coming more and more into the game as the number 8, starting to have more influence on it. Back inside there is Moffat trying to block him down. Now it's Porteous, and the ball is hit in, and it's going to be, it's kept in play. Back inside is Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon has a look, and he goes down into the left corner. Inside it comes across the hand there of his other corner forward, Jack Barry. Jack Barry unable to get it under control. Ball has been bobbled about there, and inside eventually it's coming inside now. I think it's Carney that has it. No, is it? Lovely piece of skill there over the head, but a great block once again. That was tremendous play by the Fermanagh defender after very good play by Fitzgerald. And it's back down now to McShea. McShea has it. Still McShea. Sells, leaves his man for dead. As Anthony Shorten there could be struggling a little bit with those injuries. With the ball in across the back.
Go on. Here's a goal.
Oh, that was a good block by
good
Darren
save.
Shorten, and kept it in play. More importantly, but certainly it was a bad mistake by Cavan that could have been critical. I think it was Breslin, the man who made the block there. The ball goes in across the top, and number 7 there, the left half back, McBrien, has it. Now it's going to be Duffy. Duffy has an opportunity. Duffy gets it at the second time of asking. Inside has Duffy. He goes across the field, and now he's going to get it into McShea. McShea has it, and going from distance. We're into the third minute now of added time. Up it comes to Darren Shorten. Darren Shorten unable to get it, but it drops out and wide. Corrigan got it, stick to it.
That's better play from Fermanagh now.
Better play from Fermanagh, but you would have to say that goal should have been converted.
Oh, I thought it was a goal.
Yes.
If I'd had that myself, they would never have seen it.
The keeper did very, very well, but you would have to say it was one that should be converted.
Just unlucky.
Shalvey did very well. Shalvey had the arm tugged. Will Fitzgerald go and take this one? Not quite sure. It looks a little bit ambitious from the distance that this was going to be. She's going to be the full 100, is she, Joe?
Oh, he's a wee bit ambitious here now. He's a type of a lad, unless he just lifts her and swings harder, but the way he's been hitting, I can't see him getting this. But
just before
come here.
time, we'll give you, Joe, another update on what the proceedings are in Park Sean McDermott. He goes short to Colm Shannon. He's saying is it going to be a throw in? Is it?
I think he's given it. It was the player was too close, but now it's if it is that, it's harsh. We'll soon see.
It's 2:11 to 9. Leitham got off to a good start. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a free? Is that a free in?
Free in the Fermanagh.
I don't know. Was it why the free was? Was it too close? I thought.
I'd say it probably was too close, but come here, he wasn't that close. I think the linesman put the.
Corrigan with an opportunity now to bring it to 4. Sends her in high. Looks good from here.
Oh, a good point.
Yeah.
Great point. Do you know that if Fermanagh would have took a couple of their chances, there wouldn't be much in this game. They're still well in it.
It's only a 4-point game, and a couple of the scores that they've actually got have come as a result of maybe Cavan maybe not being as diligent as they should have been. Half-time whistle comes.
Yeah, that point would be as crucial for Fermanagh there towards the end there.
So we would have to say 10 plays 6. We had 39 minutes including water break, etc, etc. So we'll be back after this. So for myself and Joe, we will just say we will have the tea and we'll be back to this.
Monaghan Bros would like to send their best wishes to all teams in this weekend's Club Championship finals. Check out some of the amazing new car offers we have now available and visit us to take a test drive. Get the revamped, restyled and stunning Hyundai i10 from only £192 deposit and £192 per month. Or what about the awesome new Ford Puma, winner of What Car of the Year 2020, yours from only £239 deposit and £239 per month. Thinking of going electric? Why not visit us and take a test drive on the brilliant and fuel-efficient Hyundai Ioniq Hybrid. This can be yours for £295 deposit and £295 per month. Whoa, the all-new Ford Kuga is proving so popular. You really need to check out this brilliant, fun, family SUV that you can pick up from only £339 deposit and £339 per month. Monaghan Bros, driving Fermanagh GAA forward as official club earn your brand partners and proud suppliers of the Fermanagh GAA kit van for over 15 years.
Welcome back here to Brewster Park for the second half of this Lory Meagher Championship game. Of course, it's Fermanagh's second game. They beat Louth last week, and it, of course, is Cavan's first game. So they would have to play it out. So it's a 3-game competition, and a lot at stake here today, Joe. Fermanagh win puts them into Croke Park for a national final.
Yeah, Fermanagh win, it puts them into Croke Park for a national final, and I hope they give it their best shot here in the second half, and I think they will.
Now we're getting Turlock Conway, the Derry man, is making his way out. I don't notice any changes as of yet. Positional changes definitely, but other changes I don't believe that we have any. So we had a couple of substitutions there on either side before half time, which we brought to you via the live stream. So the umpires actually are the last men to get into position. I suppose the weather conditions is meaning that they want to get as least chance of getting wet as possible. So the rain is coming down out there. We're just informed there by Mr. Brennan when he was out in the smoke break that the rain is quite heavy. Fermanagh on the attack, down to the right side as they play left to right as we look out from the stand side. Well won in there by Crudden, but he loses it again. Now it's Caelan Kelly. Now it's back inside. Free in, a chance for Corrigan.
Yeah.
It's a harmless, not a harmless, but a needless free to concede there, Joe, from that angle. It will be a fairly easy free for Corrigan to bring it to a 3-point game, and it hasn't been a 3-point game in quite a while. 10 plays 6 on the clock. We're still in the first minute.
Yeah, this is what Fermanagh needs here. They need an early score. Cavan are doing what Fermanagh was doing in the first half, just simple frees.
Yeah, they seem to have that one under control and in the hand, and again, good hustle by the Fermanagh forward line, getting around. So as I said there, we have a number of positional changes. So Corrigan now, I would imagine, will be able to tap over his 5th point. He pulls that one to the right. That's not like him.
No, it's not like him. He snatched at it, you know. He just snatched at it.
Yeah, he went the short side. Cavan down short and looking at shorter options, but this one is going long. Down the field it goes, up towards Keaton. Crosses head. Hughes is in there, but unable to get to it. It's the Fermanagh man. He's way out the field now. It's Caelan Duffy. He's playing well inside there, but now he's gone back out further, and it's still going to be Fermanagh. They're in possession, still inside there now. It's back into Tom Keenan. Keenan gets it back. Inside now, it's gone to John Duffy. Duffy plays it back, and it's Caelan
Oh, great
Duffy.
ball. That's
Great
a good ball.
It's inside now, and it's
Right,
McShea.
son, have a rattle.
Chance for McShea now to go for net. He sends it over the bar.
Yeah. Oh, he could have went a wee bit lower, but come here. Fermanagh will settle for the point.
Yeah, he goes for the straight lines when he gets the opportunity. That's his 2nd point, both from play. Darren Shorten with the puck out right side. Underneath that one is Colm Shane, and he's going to leave it inside his Keaton. But this time it's the centre back that seems to have it under control. Mark Slevin, but it's going to be Fermanagh coming out. Colm Shannon is in there, still Colm Shannon. Ball is bobbling around there, hard to know who has it. Brian Fitzgerald is there, so too now back is Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon has it back inside. Colm Shannon does the 1-2 with Shorten. Inside now to Hughes. Going to be down the field again. He knew it. I think Caelan Duffy is the man there.
He knew it. Just a little bit, you know. Well, Fermanagh are more eager here in the second half. That's for sure.
Was somebody talking when they should be listening there to the referee? He's going to speak to somebody.
Yes.
Brian Fitzgerald is out there getting ready to take it, or is he going to leave it for Anthony Shorten? Anthony Shorten, of course, took a couple of heavy knocks it's a red card.
Oh. He pulled the face mask.
Pulling the helmet?
Yeah.
I have to say I didn't see that at all.
I didn't see it either. You know, it must have been. I didn't see it.
Now, is he wired up with his linesmen maybe in the headphones?
No, I don't think so. I think the referee was just taking a side vision there. He must have seen something.
Mark Slevin, the man it is who received.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Mark's a good lad. Like, he's a good young lad, you know. Yellow card would have been enough.
Back at the ranch, takes the free, and he sends it over the bar. It's a good score for Fitzgerald. He sends it over. That's a good score for him. And my count, that's his 6th point.
Well, that's a bad blow for Fermanagh now. Let's see how they react.
And yet they have a man wide open. Dylan Bannon was wide open there for that one. Good play in there now by John Duffy. Back inside Fermanagh now as have it. Back to Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy has it. Still Caelan Duffy. Back outside it comes now to an opportunity here now. Is he going to be well done? Control the ball. Again, looked a little bit harsh. Didn't see it from here.
Oh, but harsh. Yeah, he just must.
I'm just realising here. I was actually Dylan Bannon. It was Kieran Duffy in the first half, who was the man who was having the great battle. It still is with Kieran Shane, and I was given it not the credit, but it was mentioned that my name is wrong with number 2 and number 9. So Dylan Bannon, to you I apologise, and also to number 9 there, Kieran Duffy, the man who was getting it. That free is taken, kept in play. Anthony Shorten has it. Anthony Shorten taking it down around the centre forward position. Inside towards Colin Shannon. Shannon has it. Rounds his man, or rather Killian Shannon. In across towards Sean Keaton. Sean Keaton is dispossessed by Rory Portis. It's going to be close to the line. It's going to be a line ball to Fermanagh coming down along the terrace side, the stand side of the field. Cavan now have to realise what they're going to do here now, who they're going to play where. They're probably going to drop a man in the pocket.
Yes. Yeah, they're doing that.
That's a good line ball.
Good cut,
strike, good cut there. Down it comes to Corrigan. Corrigan with an opportunity. He's in open ground. Going into him is Caelan Kelly. Corrigan goes long. Looks good, I think, from here. But he snatches that one. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, just unlucky.
Sean, he's unlucky there because
he's unlucky. Yeah. Well, Fermanagh are definitely getting chances now. They're starting up their game now, especially up front. They just need to keep at it.
Now we have Darren Sheridan. He has the direction got from the referee. He's going to get penalised if he doesn't hit us soon. This time he comes down stand side of the field. They're all up. Ball breaking. Killian Shannon unable to get to it. Still Killian Shannon, ball breaking. Eventually the man is going to have it there. It's John Duffy. John Duffy. Still John Duffy. Down John Duffy comes on the left side. Goes far side of the field. Over towards Keenan. Keenan in the foot race there with Briardy. Still Keenan. He goes high and he goes far side of the field. It's not going to drop. It's going to drop short, but it's going to be a chance for Corrigan. It's in a dangerous area. He turns inside Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly, he has the advantage. He has the free pop at it. He did convert, so maybe the referee's going to allow it to be. He had it over the bar, but it's going to be.
The referee was just giving him a chance, but he eventually gave him the free. Fermanagh's dangerous enough up front there, Paddy, so they are.
Absolutely, and
if they get the ball into them,
Yeah, as you have said, and you've said it a number of times, Joe, Fermanagh are going to have to keep their forwards in there. There's no point in putting the ball in there that's not in there. They have to get them in there and keep them in there.
Yeah, you can't score goals in the back line.
Now we have an opportunity. It's 11 plays 7. This will be a tap over free for that man again, Corrigan, and that time he finds.
Boys, I'd have had a nip at goals there. Just a keeper and a cornerback standing out. Oh,
yes,
they give her a rattle.
Darren Shorten once again prepares to take the puck out. Referee back out toward the middle of the park. Shorten takes a look at the options. He's not going so far in the second half. Anything short. Down underneath is Carney. Carney gets the nudge in the back that time. Doesn't get the free. He seems to be down. Seems to be taking a knock that time. But it's Fermanagh who have it. Now it's going to be Conor McShea. McShea still has it. Still Conor McShea. Yeah. Chopped that there by Anthony Shorten. It's going to be maybe Anthony who's going to go into the book on this occasion.
Yeah, that young Cavan lad there could have had a free there. Now I've seen frees given for less, but that's the way the game goes. The referee's seen it the way he's seen it.
Yeah, I would have thought that maybe the number 10 there, the right 3/4, or rather the left 3/4, Diarmuid Carney, but the yellow card there for Anthony Sheridan. So
yeah.
Now it's going to be Fermanagh just on the 45-metre line on the terrace side of the field with a free. 11 plays 8 on the clock. We have about 8 minutes.
That's the ball. Oh, go on, son.
Opportunity. Duffy has it. Still Duffy. Again, maybe a little lucky that time.
I was a bit lucky, all right, but proud save from Han. He'll take everything they get.
Yeah,
I tell you, that was a good catch of a ball.
A great catch of a ball, and you can see why he's out on the field.
I tell you, Fermanagh's pumping at the minute here.
Yeah. This man now is going for his 6th point of the afternoon, and it will be a tap over free for him unless he decides to have a pop at something maybe a little bit more adventurous. We'll see. I think he will be instructed from the line over the bar. But
tap
so
or
far,
over.
It's over the bar, and it's a 2-point game. 11 plays 9. You would have to say, Joe, that Fermanagh have started the first half as Cavan, and second half as Cavan started the first half.
Oh,
much
definitely,
sharper, much brighter.
Definitely. Well, the forwards are starting to stay in here now.
Out left side, ball up, ball breaks, comes off the hand of Colin Shannon, comes now to Crudden. Crudden has it. Crudden goes across the top of it up towards Fiacre Hughes, but winning that foot race, I think, is it going to be a line ball to Fermanagh as Hughes had a hitter across the line.
Yeah, he's my favourite wee player at the minute now. Little live wire.
Yeah, Kieran Duffy had done well though, and it's once again it's going to be Fermanagh with the sideline.
Oh,
cut.
good
It's a
cut.
good cut. It's across the top. It's almost too good as it crossed the intended recipients for Anthony Sheridan. Anthony Sheridan had it. Anthony Sheridan fed it across. It was a poor hand pass, and it's going to be an opportunity now as Shalvey tries to get to it. So too does Carney. So too does Hines. They're all there.
I'll throw it in. Oh, he's giving a free.
It's a free. Is it a free to Cavan? I'm not quite
That's
sure.
a free to Cavan,
It's
yes.
a difficult one there to call. Who you give
Ah,
the free
it's
to?
very hard to call in times like that there, you know.
Fitzgerald making his way out. Referee going back in towards the house. The house, of course, being the goal where Cavan intend to send this one in. It's around the middle of the field. It's closer to the stand side, halfway between the stand side and the middle. Fitzgerald is looking for a slitter. I suppose that would be handy. He has one now.
Yeah.
They've played in the second half. Like Caelan Duffy is a player who's probably moved out the field a bit, and it's suiting Fermanagh because he's creative when he gets on the ball.
He's creative and he's getting the ball. He's a good hurler and he's making good use of the sliotar.
Fitzgerald from distance drops her in around the house. Ball in. Oh, well grabbed in there by the left half back. I
Great
believe the man
clearance.
who caught that one, McBrien. Good clearance, but he does hit her across the sideline, and it will be a sideline cut. What is the referee saying? Free kick going to be taken, and Duffy is first to react. An opportunity here now. Cavan a little bit sloppy inside there. Ball across the top. Caelan Kelly is there. Caelan is there. Has it second time of asking, unable to pick it up, and that's poor play there back in by the Cavan defence as the ball comes out the field. Opportunity coming down the pipe here now. Good score, and it's well taken. It's kicked over, it's hit over, it's struck over the bar by Keenan. That was another game. Again, loads and loads of time by Cavan to have that ball up.
Yeah, they should have had it clear. But Fermanagh here producing good chances for themselves, you know.
It's a one-point game. Cavan need to sharpen their pencil, and they need to happen soon. That ball did come off. Yes, that was good. A good eye there because it did come off the Fermanagh man's hurl.
The Cavan ball. You'd wonder now who's got the extra man. Sometimes when a man goes off, today it doesn't really matter, you know, as much, you know.
Seems to be entering the fray for Fermanagh, Jimmy Tormey. And he's replacing the man that started for Ouron Russell, Barry McPhillips. So
yes.
Tormey is on, Jimmy Tormey, 24. Cavan making a change now. Dominic Crudden, is it being called ashore?
Yeah.
So making his way onto the field is Fred Williams.
Yeah, the Cavan fullback has given us all, so he has.
Absolutely. Turlock Conway, and they move it back from the sideline cut. The taker, of course, will be the Cavan left half back. Matthew Hines sends her in. Well won inside there now by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes up into the corner. The foot race is going to be won though by the right full back, Dylan Ballin this time. But he's been well hassled in there by the Cavan corner forward Jack Barry.
Yeah, he done well.
Won, though. Free is won, and the free will be coming out. The free to Fermanagh. Somebody said something, so the ball will be advanced forward, and rightly so. Talking when one should be listening. Full back now, Andrew Breslin. 45-metre line. Goes down right side of the field. Ball comes off the hand, and it's one inside there, but second time of asking. Very close to the line. Colm Shannon trying to get it up, but does so eventually. Does well, Colm Shannon at them. Gets it now to his right half back. That was good play by Shannon. Anthony Sheridan goes over far side of the field towards Husey. Husey has it, been shadowed there now by that number 9 man again, Kieran Duffy. Kieran Duffy does well. McShea, a combination of the two boys. They dispossess Hines maybe when the opportunity was there to release the ball. Now the numbers 24, Jimmy Tormey, has an opportunity to level all scores. Sends her in. She will drop short into Sheridan, the goalkeeper's hands, and he's going to go out far side of the field. Killian Shannon is the man that has it. Killian Shannon still has it. Tries to sell the shimmy and eventually goes down to Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly again has it this time. He's going up far side of the field towards Hughes. Hughes has it, sells the shimmy. He goes out far side now. Back out it comes, and here comes Cavan again. Killian Shannon. He's going to go back into Caelan Kelly again. Cavan dilly-dallying a lot, and that ball is blocked down. It's going to be a Fermanagh ball.
Yeah, good play, good hustle. That's
Good hustle.
Yeah.
But again, Cavan with several opportunities to get that ball cleared. They have a 1 point lead. They haven't scored in the second half. And they haven't looked like scoring in the second half. And they're under the cosh here now as we enter the 15th minute of this second half. So a couple of minutes away from the water break. Maybe they're going to need that water break to regroup. They haven't scored in the second half. That's not a good sign.
No.
Line ball is taken. Inside it comes from Keenan. Hines is up and Hines fields it. And now can he get rid of it? Blocked down. An opportunity now for Corrigan to level all scores. And it's gone to the left and gone wide. That's the third wide of the second half from Fermanagh also. So they've really been the dominant team as well as their scores. They've been the dominant team.
Yeah, if they took their chances in the first half now, they'd be well ahead.
Darren Sheridan, down the field they come, down towards Hughes country, well fielded in there by, what is it going to be, a substitution there?
It's water break, is it?
No. There and his man involved in there.
Yeah.
Jack Barry, I believe the man had been called ashore. The man who's got in is Philip the Gunner.
The Gunner Brady, a good one he was too.
Called after him, the same name as
that right?
Phil, yes.
Yeah.
He's a county councillor in Cavan. We're going to have the water break as well, so we're using all this opportunity. So it's Philip the Gunner for Jack Brady or Philip Brady. So Joe, it's all to play for. We're in now to the last section of this game. Cavan, as I said, they would hope that this water break that will give them a chance to regroup. But certainly Fermanagh have come out all guns blazing and have been very, very dominant. They trail by 4, they now trail by 1. They have 3 scores and they have 3 wides in the second half. Cavan have yet to register anything of note as regards an attack. They had a free that dropped short. That's just basically about the height of it.
Yeah, Paddy, you've hit the nail on the head there. Fermanagh definitely have upped their game, and you know, the longer this game goes on, the better they're getting, and it's all to play for. All you need is a bit of a lucky break and take your chances. Exactly. But again, the forwards got to stay in.
Just to my left here, we'll be getting an update on what's going on in Ballybuffet with Tyrone and Donegal. And you know what? One of those two teams will be one of the top 6 teams in the country. Are going to be out of the championship come evening. It's back to the days when we were young lads, Joe. So, Michael, if you could just maybe give us an update on that one. .34 minutes of the second half gone, 2-point game. Donegal in the ascendancy to the tune of 2 points. So, you know, they had a big win in the National League, and it'll be interesting now to see how it pans out. But certainly, Tyrone and Donegal, one of them is going to be a heavyweight gone out of the championship come evening time.
Yeah, big time.
Darren Sheridan looking for a slitter. It's going to be a puck out to Cavan. 11 plays 10 as we are 17 minutes and change gone. Sheridan looking at the options. He's going out terrace side of the field. Up they go. Through the hands up there is McShea, but it's going to be left there for Porterus. He still has it. He's going ahead. If he gets the ball, now it's still the man coming behind him. Little bit maybe untidy in there by both sides. Across the top it comes to Carney. And now it's coming on the overlap there. Fred Williams goes downfield. In towards Killian Shannon. Still Killian Shannon, but dispossessed inside there by McCusker. Fitzgerald is in there. Still Fitzgerald as he tries to get ahead inside. But look for the free, didn't get the free. Inside it comes. There's going to be a free out there now. It's coming to McShea.
Yep.
An opportunity there. The two cooler men trying to combine there to make something of that opportunity. Fitzgerald felt he was fouled. Referee didn't agree. Free out for Manach. And once again, Cavan just struggling there now with the various options. Down the field, the ball is going to come off the stick of the fullback, Andy Bresden. In it comes, a good ball in front of his man. A chance here now. And the overlap, maybe there's a goal chance on. But no, the intelligent thing is done. And we have the level of score there.
Yes.
That was good play between the two corner forwards, Duffy and Keenan. And the man that converted was the man who had dropped out the field. But that time, he was there for the overlap, Caelan Duffy. Darren Shorten. Down the field they come. Out on top of Shannon and Colm, that is. He has it, so too is Hughes in there. Ball is walking inside there now. It's Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon has it. An opportunity now of his left side, and he sends her in straight, and he sends her over the bar. That's a fine score by Shannon. Cavan needed it, and he needed it, but that's a good score.
Yeah, it's a good reply now after all the Fermanagh pressure. Great reply.
Good reply. 1 point game. Scoreboard hasn't changed as of yet. Referee says, please continue. Mark Curry ready with the puck out. He is on taking a look at the options. Down the field he comes with her. Left side, terrace side of the field as we look out. There they come. In there is Anthony Shorten. Pulls on it. He gets the free, gets the nudge in the back, and it's going to be an opportunity for Cavan. It's going to be slowed down. Fitzgerald is making the long trek out there. It's a long way out to take frees.
I think he'd been better staying where he is. But the only thing I can see with this lad here is he could put the ball into your hand. He can place a ball as well. But this is a long one.
That maybe it's inside. Maybe he should be, and maybe the likes of an Anthony Shorten. Maybe
you're correct, Paddy. He has to be well over 6'2", 6'3".
Fitzgerald bends, lifts and strikes. He's dropping her in around the house, in towards Keaton Country, in towards the Gunner Country. Ball breaking. Not exactly sure who has it or inside, but the keeper did very well there. Ball in again, not sure again. She's very untidy looking inside there, pulled in by Hughes. Back inside, Killian Shannon has it. Killian Shannon again, not quite sure. It's going to be over carrying 3 out. Killian felt he should have had a penalty.
I could have had one there, I think. Well, Fermanagh, they've learnt their lesson in the first half about fouling. They're staying back of the people and hooking, Good to see it.
Yeah, the keeper actually, Curry there was a deflection that went in, but he was there. He got the body behind it and did very well. Killian Shannon then did get possession, primary possession. Looked as if maybe, but it's too hard to tell from here. So 12 playing 11. We have 20 gone. We're water breaking all over, so the referee is waiting on proceedings to go. The free is taken. Round the field it comes, down towards Adrian McShea. Ball broken, but it only comes as far as the Cavan man. He gets the nudge in the back. That man, Anthony Shorten again. And once again, well, it's a bit closer in this time and maybe further from the sideline, so we won't question the Cavan management.
You can't question his commitment now and his accuracy. He's very accurate, But
towels are out. The linesman is saying where it should be taken from.
Yeah, plus he's getting a new dry slitter, and see that guy, he's about a dozen of them in his pocket. But
the luminous slitter, in it goes.
Oh, that's a better ball.
Ball going to go to the left. Killian Shannon getting to it. Man getting to it inside there now. It's not sure who has it, but the ball is dispossessed. Pulling in around the goals again, but it's Fermanagh cornerback. Rory Porter is coming out with it. He flicks a nice, intelligent ball far side of the field towards McShea. Conor McShea has it. Conor McShea being shadowed there by Moffat. Still Conor McShea. Hurl across the shoulder, and it's going to be a free, and it's going to be taken by McBride. McBride wearing number 7, but
now Fermanagh need the forwards and drive them up.
McBride has it. Fitzgerald is there in close attention. McBride will have an opportunity now to put Fermanagh back on the attack into the 22nd minute of the game. Down the field they come, but it's going to fall kindly but for Anthony Shorten. Anthony Shorten has it, and he has his Matthew Hines in support. Hines still has it. Still Hines. Over carried her.
Yeah, three times in the hand.
In the hand, and it's going to be an opportunity now to level all scores. I would imagine the Corrigan will be heading out, or maybe the other man, the Duffy man,
young Duffy.
John Duffy. John Duffy had a purple patch. This one is in his ring, I would imagine. He's heading out to take her anyway. It's in the Fermanagh half of the field, but I think maybe that John Duffy is a shrewd hurler, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does the give and go here. Looks for somebody maybe to come short and do the 1-2.
I know, he'll drive her in. I tell you, if he's half as good as his father, he'll be a good one.
So Duffy
he'd drive her in.
He's taking a look now. He's looking at all options. Again, that was a chance there that maybe Colm Shannon was on the overlap that Matthew Hines possibly should have threw it in, but it's a lot easier down here as the rain pelts down on Brewster Park, and we have 23 gone. And we are just
here. She
comes. There she comes in. She's going to drop in around the house. She could get a flick to go anywhere. Oh, that's a brilliant piece of fielding. Now it's Colm Shannon. Still Colm Shannon. Ball is dispossessed there as it was Enda Shalvey had it, but Enda Shalvey has given it away, and now it's a chance for Tom Keenan. There could be a chance here now. Doubled up, touched it in the hand twice. That was a little bit golden opportunity there for Fermanagh to level scores again, but the foul was committed, and the man who made that good catch, I do believe, was Enda Shalvey.
Oh, he made a good catch there and he came out. Just unlucky too, he didn't get rid of it, but good from under pressure.
Shorten sending her downfield. Anthony, that is. Down it comes in front of the gunner. The gunner has it. Still Phil the gunner. Sending it back in around the house. Dangerous ball, but it's going to drop in short round the keeper. He has it. Been shadowed there by Brian Fitzgerald. Been tackled by Brian Fitzgerald. He's coming out towards his corner back. His right full, Dylan Bannon. Bannon is there. The gunner is under, so too. Though it was them, and it's Aidan McShea. McShea going across the top. Now it's Hines. Hines facing the ball. Has a chance. He sends her in around the house. In towards Keaton. Keaton goes high and he pulls it to the left, I do believe. And it just goes to the left and wide.
Just narrowly wide.
Yeah, he hadn't much room to operate and then done well, but one always felt it was just going to go to the left. As we're looking still here at Enda Shalvey, seems to have a hand injury. Referee is allowing proceedings to go ahead. Ball downfield, out right side. Duffy done well. Duffy was fouled.
Oh, great catch under pressure. Take your time, Lil.
Well caught despite the best attempts of Mark Moffat. Now it's once again going to be McBrien. 12 plays 11 on the clock. We have 25. As we said, Tyrone out of the championship now. That's their championship season over. That's, I suppose, the real championship is one of the things, although the weather wouldn't be good and we had the COVID year and all of that, but it certainly brings us back to the championship. And back inside we have in there. Ball inside, Caelan Kelly is there, an opportunity now, and it's going to be sent over the bar.
Oh.
Good score. Cavan again won it, but Keenan has a second point of the second half. Sides level, 12 points apiece. Opportunity again. Cavan had it in the hand and were a little bit ponderous in possession and caught. Darren Shorten this time is looking at his options. Referee telling him fire ahead. Out the ball. They come. Keaton does well to advance the ball forward. Down it's going to be Hughesy again. Still Hughes on the advantage as he sends her in and takes a deflection and goes to the net. That ball, actually, in fairness to Mark Curry, but Hughes was going for goal. Philip the Gunner did the bright thing by leaving him, getting out of the way, leaving the space there for him, because Hughes was advancing. The Gunner would have had a turn had he got possession. But to be fair to Mark Curry, he went the right way, but it came off the stick, I think, maybe of Andy Breslin.
Yeah, you're correct, Paddy. Mark Curry had absolutely no chance. It took a deflection, but hey, there's that man again, number 11.
Yes, you've been high on him from day one, Joe. You've been high on him from day one.
We might have to get him to come across the border.
Well, he's very close to the Monaghan border. I do believe he's a Cotill native. That comes out now to that midfielder again. The man is out round the middle of the field. He has been in on Killian Shannon as number 20. The number 20 from Fermanagh now. The man who has it is that Adam McShea. In it comes. Back there was Dermot Carney. Carney, the ground hurling this time, and up it comes. Colm Shannon left-sided down the field. It comes towards his former clubman or current clubman Fitzgerald. Ball in. Ball is blocked down there. Keaton's attempt blocked down. McBrien sends her into the danger area. Corrigan is in the foot race. Corrigan versus Kelly, and Corrigan is the first man there. He's going to hit her off his right side. No, he's not. He's going to tap it on the stick and play it back towards McShea, the scorer with 2 points. McShea had it. McShea lost it. Back towards Corrigan. Still Corrigan now as he rounds his men. Corrigan has it on going downfield. He crosses Carney. Still Corrigan, and on the right side he sends her high and he sends her over the bar. Good score from Corrigan.
He's a great player.
That was good play.
Yeah.
That all came from a good hook and block there by the Fermanagh defence. They've been very, very tenacious here in the second half. And now we have, I think, number 24, Kevin Keneally is on the Cavan side. Didn't see who he replaced, but he certainly is on. He wears the yellow helmet. Shorten preparing to take the puck out. On the clock, we have 28. Short one comes to Kelly. Kelly has it, corner back. Oh, Cavan are playing dangerously in there. But there was an opportunity there for Adam McShea, but he didn't take it, and now it's going to be Shalvey as he's going to get upfield. Now it's Colm Shannon. He's going to head her in towards Fitzgerald country. Fitzgerald country is in, but it's left behind there, and the man is going to clear it is Luca McCusker. He goes far side of the field, but Fitzgerald is back there to intercept. Now Fitzgerald, good work from Fitzgerald. He's out the far side of the field, and he's going to hit her from the right side, and that ball has gone high and straight. And that is a fabulous score from Fitzgerald. It might be his first from play, but it is a hell of a score.
Yeah, it's a great score. Great score.
Back to a 3-point game. 16 plays 13. Ball across the top. Moffat unable to get to it. Moffat is in there now again. They're all hustling for it, and the man that is in is Hines. Eventually now it comes there to Diarmuid Kearney. Kearney has it. Kearney taking a look at the solar one, but he leaves it behind him as Fermanagh, but again he hustles, and it's going to be a free against him. Maybe a little bit harsh, but he had it. He had a chance to pull the trigger. Didn't so. Probably was afraid of putting it in the hand the third time and committing the turnover, but it's a free, and it's going to be a chance maybe for Duffy, maybe for Corrigan. He's going to get a yellow card for his troubles. On the clock, 29 minutes, 6 to play, plus added time to the discretion of the referee. Earlier in the day, we had in Park Sean McDermott in Carrick-on-Shannon. We had Mayo as expected overcoming Leitrim, and though Leitrim did put it up to them in the first half. Then we had Tyrone losing out in Ballybuffet to Donegal. Donegal advanced to the semi-final of the Ulster Championship. We have another substitution ready going in for the Cavan side.
Yeah, the full back's coming on again, Dominic Crudden.
Dominic Crudden going in, and I believe he's coming in for Enda Shalvey, who had a serious, or seemed to be down quite a long time with a hand injury. So now it will be the man inside from Lisbalaw, one of the many, John Duffy. Just inside the Cavan half. Chance to bring her back to a 2-point game. 16 plays 13.
Yeah, he's capable of pointing this.
He strikes her well, and it looks good from here.
Yeah, she doesn't look wide to me.
That's a good score.
He's a good cub, that.
Darren Sheridan, keeper for Cavan. So 16 plays 14. We're just now over the half hour played in the second half. Out towards Keaton country, through his hand. Fermanagh have it. Still Fermanagh. Going far side of the field, across the heads of most. Adam McShea doing very, very well in there. He's on the run. He had a little bit of overcarrying, and
just
he
a wee bit unlucky.
He was unlucky, and he knew it, but he had done very, very well.
He did.
Showed silky skills. Adam McShea, I presume he's a brother of Connor's.
I presume now. I know Connor's a son of Oliver now, but makings of a good one.
Anthony Sheridan goes down right side. Down it goes towards the gunner. Through the gunner it comes, back towards the gunner. Still the gunner has it now. Philip Brady going for a shot. It's going to be dropping in high around the house. Keaton's in, the keeper's in, they're all in.
Square
ball. Sean Keaton doesn't agree. Mark Curry's happy enough with the result.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be that man is out there all on his own, the danger man, Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy has it.
Oh, ref.
Tackled there by Killian Shane, and Killian Shane loses the stick. I would say Killian Shane is going to get a yellow card for his troubles.
A little yellow card, nothing too serious.
36 minutes of the game we are into. As we said earlier, 24 now on Kevin Keneally. Killian Shane is in there. Killian gets the yellow card, free, coming out for Manach. That's taken there by Luca McCusker. In around the house, ball in, ball breaks. Comes to Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly going down far side of the field. Foot races on. Kearney has it. Kearney trying it across to Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon has it. Killian Shannon loses it. And that's McBrien. Still McBrien. McBrien, good hustling there by the Cavan defenders, getting around him. Now it's going to be Caelan Kelly. Caelan Kelly back inside to Moffat. Moffat has it pocket picked, and it's going to be inside to Keaton. Keaton inside now. It's going to be Fermanagh, and the man that has it is Conor McShea. Does well, sends it back to Duffy. Duffy driver down the field into the danger area. Ball comes inside, or rather it's Duffy now that has it. I'm not quite sure who was the man that had it beforehand. As it's cleared down the field there by Fred Williams. Ball is in, ball is coming close to the line. It's going to be a Fermanagh line ball. Kearney a little bit unlucky, maybe not to get the little nudge in the back there. Thought he'd get the free sideline cut to the Fermanagh man. The man that will be the taker, Francis McBrien. Taking a look at the options. Places her.
Just driver and lad.
Good. A good one it is. Down into the right corner of the field. The right man has it. The man that has popped over a few nice scores for them takes the little turn, drives her in around the house. The keeper is in a dangerous area, had left his goals. Ball is inside there now. Not quite sure. It's a little bit untidy inside there. Free in. It's going to be down to a 1-point game.
Yep.
Because I would imagine Corrigan will tap this one over at his ease. The keeper had left his line there. That got any touch. He was going anywhere, but I suppose he had to. It's all or nothing here as we are now in the 33rd minute of the game. Corrigan with an opportunity, and he'll never get an easier one. Will he tap it over? Will he go for net? I think he'll probably tap it over.
Oh, he'll tap her over. Oh, he didn't.
He went for net.
He did.
Colm Shannon is back there. Still Colm Shannon. He's thrown it outside now to his number 18, Fred Williams. Fred Williams going downfield. Ball is in. Ball breaks. Going for it now is Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon unable to get to it. It's going to be that man Keenan. Keenan has it. Keenan been well tackled. Back in now is Thad McShea. And in across the top now it's going to be that man Keenan again. It's going to be a free coming the other way. The Fermanagh man, silly free to give away. Francis McBride. He wasn't in possession of the ball. Man going in to make the tackle. Committed the silly foul while Keenan had the ball in hand. And a great opportunity.
Yes, silly foul to give away, but come here, it happens.
Yeah, Mark Moffat was there. The man who will be taking it will be Anthony Shorten. The man that was there, Fred Williams, has done quite well since he came in today. But I tell you, there's a man up there lurking round the square, John Duffy. And if John Duffy is not minded up there, John Duffy will make Cavan pay.
No,
he is a dangerous player, and there's still no sign of a sweeper in front of him. Shorten down into the corner it goes. Ball in, Fermanagh man has it. Oh, did very well. The Fermanagh man got great air underneath that one. It in comes the coast to McShea back inside there now. Bit of ground hurling, bit of attritional stuff inside. It's coming back inside. That man that has it again is Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy is in. Caelan Duffy still fighting hard for his Cavan men standing off him. Now it's that man Conor McShea. McShea has it. He's been tackled. Now it's back into McBride. McBride is partly blocked down, but it comes nicely for the Kieran Duffy. He's going back inside to John Duffy. John Duffy has it. John Duffy still has it.
Yeah.
John Duffy has been shadowed. It's going to be foul. He may consider himself a little lucky to get that one, and Corrigan is going to take this one. This one, I presume, he will probably go for the score on the clock. We're in the 36th minute.
Yeah, he'll go for the score this time.
16 plays 14, 113 to place 14 to be completely correct as we announce the score. Corrigan bends now, takes a look. He will be about 47 metres out as he strikes this one in an attempt to put the minimum between the sides. We would say it would be bread and butter to him. He's the high scorer of the day. Sends her in.
Oh!
And it comes off the stick. It was
Great save. That was
good. A good save. That looked a very innocuous type of a save, but that's maybe the most difficult, dropping in under the crossbar.
I'll tell you one thing, that could be the difference of getting the Crow Park and that. Great
We
save
have
for the
4
keeper.
additional minutes, so lots of time left for the draw game or for the winner of either side. Ball pucked up far side of the field. In it goes inside. Well won inside there from Fermanagh. And here comes that man, Caelan Duffy. Caelan Duffy has been, for my money, the best player on the field for Fermanagh. Could be, now it's down to Keenan. Keenan has it, still Keenan. Still Keenan has it. Keenan had a chance there to pull the trigger, but he didn't. Matthew Hines is in there, so too is coming back inside. Conor McShea, a little bit untidy inside there. Not quite sure who's in now. It's come in as Carney. Carney's in. Carney wins the free out. Rough the challenge, but I have to say one thing. The Fermanagh man was committed. He had to go for it, but Carney knew he was going to take the shot, and he put the body on the line.
Oh, indeed he did. Both teams are very committed here now, and you know it doesn't deserve to be a loser here, but there's no holding back. It's all fair.
Like now to talk to somebody. I'm not quite sure who he's going to talk to. Is it going to be, who is he speaking to? Not quite sure what the plan is. Is it Darren Shorten? But maybe he's just seeing how is Jeremy Carney. But I'm sure that this will be all allowed for in time added on. We are now about 37 and a half minutes gone in the second half. But we had water breaks. We had some injuries, as Darren Shorten is told to get up and get on with it. Well, he's not the man that's down. It's Jeremy Carney. So, the minimum between the sides, Cavan fighting on or trying to hang on here for dear life to win, to get a win in this Lory Meagher opening round for them. Of course, Fermanagh already have their win under the belt against Louth. Ball in across the top. McBride will be first there, has a much better second half. McBride, Colm Shannon is back in, and it's going to come down the field. Down it comes to Adam McShea. McShea is there. McShea is still there. And it's going to be hustled along the line there. Matthew Hines doing well. Hines going soccer style, Gaelic style, any kind of style he was. Referee's decision says, or linesman decision said, it's a line ball to Cavan. I would imagine that it might be Brian Fitzgerald would be the taker. Looking to get a bit of air under this one. We are in the 38th minute of this second half. Not quite sure what the referee, he did say 4 minutes. So, Fitzgerald taking his time, going to try and measure this one in and maybe get it in towards that number 24 man inside there, Kevin Keneally. In she goes, ball in across the top, and Keneally is the man that's under it. Taking a look at his options. plays it across the square. He's trying to find it far side of the field. Well won inside there by Carney. Carney turns, Carney sends it high, and Carney sends it to the left and just left and wide. That was an opportunity for Cavan to ice the match, didn't take it. I'm very surprised that there's nobody back in the hole there. Doug Crudden is on his own 45 metre line. Out she comes in the middle of the field. Next score, I would say, within. Fabulous beat of fielding by Hines. Hines tries to get it out to Colm Shannon. Colm Shannon is there. Colm Shannon bravely in around that one, trying to pick the pocket. Has it. He gets it, shovels it through there to Keaton. Keaton is hooked. Ball goes back inside. A chance for Keneally, but it's going to be a Fermanagh man with the ball. Still Fermanagh. Dispossessed. Keaton trying to get to it. It's going to be Fermanagh once again. Inside there now is Kieran Duffy. Kieran Duffy has the pocket pick. Keaton is there too. Now it's going to be Keneally. Keneally unable to get to it. Now it's still back in there. It's Colm Shannon. Now inside there again is Killian Shannon. Killian Shannon has it, trying to go around his man is Killian Shannon. Got the advantage, and it's going to be inside now to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald sends her, but it's the referee says the advantage was gone, but it looked as if Killian Shannon had won the free, but the advantage was gone, so a little bit of a strange one there. That one was to cost Cavan. Short one comes out far side of the field. 39 minutes on the clock. Fermanagh on the attack down the left flank, terrace side of the field. There they come. Inside is Caelan Kelly trying to get it off Corrigan, but Corrigan has an opportunity now to level the score. He goes high. He goes from the left side. And it's gone to the left and wide. That was an opportunity there. Once we didn't see the umpire bending for the flag. That wasn't much in that one. A chance for... We're into the 40th minute here now, and Darren Shorten will be sending this one out. Is this going to be it for Cavan? Will they sneak over the line? 113 plays 15. They look dead and buried in the early going in the second half. Out they go, middle of the park. Keaton is up. Well fielded was Keaton. Drops it. Back inside there now is Killian Shannon. Back inside. Killian Shannon protecting it there. Does well. Went down bravely on it. Still Killian. Killian having a good enough second half here now. Colm there. The other man, his brother, his senior brother is in there. Man now in the 30s as the ball comes down the field. Down the field it comes. It's going to be an opportunity now. That's a free, and it's going to be the last puck of the game. It will be a chance for Corrigan. I would have to say a very harsh free given against Cavan.
Yeah, but it was a little bit harsh, all right. But this is Fermanagh's chance now. Put this over there in Croke Park.
Put this over there in Croke Park, and put this over that they could be in Croke Park possibly against Cavan. It's not a bad result if Cavan get a draw out of Fermanagh.
Oh, it's a very, very good result. That's a good Cavan team.
Yeah,
it's
they
a good
played
Cavan
quite
team.
well. And in the second half of the first quarter, the third quarter, I suppose, was all Fermanagh, but Cavan then that goal, of course, brought them back into it.
Two good teams.
Yeah, they've been very, very committed, and Duffy's going to be the taker, which is unusual because you wouldn't have thought that Sean Corrigan, who has maybe 3, 6, 8 points to his name, I have on my count.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, I would imagine, the last puck of the game. We're into the 42nd minute of the second half. Duffy, of course, has that unusual style. He plants his left foot quite forward, strikes off his right side. Capable hurler. We'll not give him the commentator's curse, Joe, but he bends, he lifts, and he strikes.
Croke Park, here we come!
Over. So Fermanagh into the Lory Cup final. I would imagine we have a draw match here. 113 plays 50, 16. So 16 apiece. Darren Shorten going to send her out. Will the referee allow for one more play, or will he blow it up?
I'd say he has to blow. No.
Ball comes down to Philip the Gunner. Philip the Gunner unable to get it at the first time of asking. He wins a free. So now Brian Fitzgerald is going to have an opportunity.
And I'll tell you, it's within his range.
Not sure if it's in the range. It could be like Raymond Galligan-esque from yesterday evening, just when Rory Beggan hit a tremendous 45-metre free into the wind to level all scores, and we thought we were heading for penalties. Then up comes the lacking man, the man from Potahee, Raymond Galligan, and hit a 55-metre free to win it. But today we have a similar situation. It's going to be an opportunity for Brian Fitzgerald. This has to be the last puck of the game. We're into the heading for the 43rd minute of the second half.
Yeah.
Soon we'll have to put the lights on, Joe.
We'll soon have to put the lights on. It is getting dark here.
Fitzgerald taking a look. I would imagine the referee said to him, it must go direct. She's gone, but she's not going to be long enough, I don't believe. In she goes, ball in, ball breaks. Fermanagh man has it.
That's it.
Fermanagh are in the Lory Cup final. Cavan shouldn't be that disappointed, but Fermanagh are in the final. They're heading for Croker. Cavan get the draw, but if Cavan can produce a result next week, I presume it's a home match to be away for this one.
Well, if Cavan produce what they produced here today, they've every chance. The only thing I would say is, when I was here an hour before the game, the amount of warm-up that Cavan done was absolutely unreal. That would kill any team.
Well, yes, but I did when I came in here. Actually, Fermanagh were coming through the crowd, or crowd, no crowd, of course. But Fermanagh were coming in. They obviously did the warm up at a different field.
Yes,
They came in
you're probably right.
so
But it's great for hurling here today. A draw was a fair result at the finish up.
yeah, you'd have to say, yeah. As I said, the first quarter was all Cavan. Second quarter, Fermanagh came more into it. Third quarter, all Fermanagh, and then towards the end was nip and tuck. The Cavan goal, of course, came at a critical time. They were under the cosh big time. But look, they'll be happy enough. They know that another result. Look, if they won today, they had to win next week anyway.
They have to win next week.
So a draw does them next week.
Yeah, a draw does them next week. Actually, I think even if they lose by a point next week, because Fermanagh have beaten Louth, it'll still be Cavan and Louth. I could be wrong about that.
What was the score?
Fermanagh won by a point, you see.
So they're -1, Cavan are level. So if Cavan lose by a point next week, no, it'll be down to maybe scores 4.
Scores for.
I don't know what way, I don't know what way it'll really work now, but
We'll be soon waiting now on Phil to tell us how long more we're on the air, but he's telling us it's carte blanche. The two boys can talk away. Look at. There were some good performances out there. There was a red card. We didn't see it. It appeared for a helmet pull.
Yes.
Look, it wasn't a dirty game by any manner of means.
it wasn't a dirty game. It was a great sporting game, well played. There wasn't a dirty stroke on it. The thing about the face mask, I have the thing about the face mask of a kind of danger. I didn't see it. He probably gave it a tug or whatever. The referee played well. It was a referee played, you know, a good referee,
yes.
good and consistent. Two good teams. You know, Cavan can do a lot now next week against Louth, but now they need to be playing like they played in the first half, not the way they played in the second half.
Yeah, they were a wee bit ponderous in possession in the second half, around their own. You know, Fermanagh were that bit sharper. The two corner forwards, although Caelan Duffy moved out the field, he was very influential in the second half.
Yeah.
He created a lot of stuff. John Duffy also made his presence felt, got the equalising score.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sean Corrigan had a good game also, but Keenan in the second half too came more and more into it, popped over 2 points.
There were some great bits of play from both teams. You know. Some
Killian Shane in
individuals.
there hit a couple of good scores.
For Cavan, young Sheridan at full forward.
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, sorry,
Yes.
he's a good one.
Yes, he is. Yeah, they made a number of some substitutions, but as I said, it comes down to the last game. Cavan have to get a result in against the men from the wee county, and before they came in here, this game was very important, but they still needed the result. As indeed Joe Baldwin told us before this game, last week's result was good, but he still had to get something out of the day. He's got something out of the day. He's heading for Croke Park. It's a Fermanagh team heading for a national final.
Yeah.
That can be only a good thing, and it can be a great thing for Martin Fogarty and the work that he's doing here for Fermanagh youth, and indeed for Fermanagh at all levels. You need to get more teams playing. You need to get more underage. It's all about underage. I still come back, Joe, to the Offaly model that began in the 70s when a couple of teachers came into various schools in Burr and the likes of that, and Banagher, that brought in a mentality, a hurling mentality into a county that was predominantly football, and that worked in the 70s. We saw what it done in the 80s and 90s, where Offaly were able to reel off a couple of All-Irelands, and one minor and one under 21 and one Leinster titles, won them at all levels. So they're on the slide again because they took their eye of the ball. I know population and we have all that kind of stuff, but at least now we have competitions in hurling that suits all counties and their various strengths. Then you take it back to Cavan. Cavan are getting more people playing at the underage level. You're getting less crossover, not less crossover, but they're accommodating football and hurling are starting to become more compatible, and trainings and various stuff like that. Definitely, because of a county like Cavan and county of Fermanagh, both predominantly football, you were always going to have that period of transition when everyone had to become a little bit more give and take, and that is happening, and that's a good thing. But certainly you would have to say that Cavan displayed today too, tremendously gutsy, a good spray of scores. I know that Fitzgerald was there, but there was others that popped up with scores. Goalkeeper Darren Shorten made a great save in the first half. Midfield, probably an even split. Conor McShea came into it more as the game went on. I thought maybe that when Kieran Duffy was moved around for Fermanagh, he was influential. He wore 9. He was influential even when he came back out towards the middle. Fermanagh were down the man. They kind of put their foot on the gas when they were down the man. It was almost like we better do something here. Yeah,
sometimes that happens. Okay, whatever was said to Fermanagh at half time, the management definitely took a look to see where things were going wrong, and it corrected it the best they could. But both county boards, Cavan and Fermanagh, have to be congratulated. They put out two fine teams here today, and it was a good standard of hurl. Men given their lot, the same as if you were from Kilkenny or Cork, they give up the same time.
100%, and we'll sign off soon, Joe McGoldrick. But as you have hit the nail on the head, it doesn't matter whether county or club or whether you're the Ireland, at every level. That's their All-Ireland final.
This is us at our level.
And Fermanagh are now heading to a national final in the Lory Meagher Cup. We've already explained who Lory was, but that can only be good. It can only be good for the youth and indeed for the adolescents of the county to see that, and to see the colours of Fermanagh being raised in Croker can be a good thing. And maybe Cavan or Louth, indeed, in fact, in fairness, whichever county gets there, but Louth, I suppose, have a stronger and a longer tradition around the Knockbridge area in the hurling, and they would have, but again, Cavan and Fermanagh are closing gaps.
Yeah. Well, if Cavan play against Louth the way they played here the day against Fermanagh, it'll be Fermanagh and Cavan. But they got to go at it twice as hard.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Joe, it's been a pleasure. Never met you before. I did meet you before back many years ago. But it's been enjoyable. And from Sean, our cameraman, Sean has been in exceptional form today. Sean is smiling all day. And then, of course, we have Phil here, who has been Director of Operations. We'll call him the producer, Executive Producer.
Yes.
Sounds good. So, from Brewster Park here in Fermanagh on a wet and windy, as they say in Donegal, wat on Wendy, and Donegal will be celebrating tonight, and it'll be in the hills of Tyrone. Of course, they'll be disappointed. But bottom line is, we will say Slán agus Banach J from Brewster Park. God bless you all.
Slán a while.